As we hit our 40s and 50s, everything starts to feel like it's slipping. Like everything is changing and nothing we try is working. Yet all we know is we do not feel like ourselves anymore. So then we have the perfect cocktail. 75% of all women experience hot flashes. 75% of all women experience night sweats, and 2 out of 3 women experience sleep disturbances. 1 out of 2 women experience mood changes. 1 out of 2 women will develop osteoporosis after menopause, and 82% of women experience memory changes, memory loss. 87% of women have differences in their body composition, and 77% of postmenopausal women have a low sex drive. And if that isn't bad enough, 1 out of 4 women will develop the acne and the cystic acne in their 40s when we thought puberty we were done with it. But here's the thing. We can get tested, we can go to our OB, we can do all of these things, but it doesn't negate that 9 times out of 10, we are still raising families. Some of you are single mothers trying to do this all on your own. And we're still taking care of a home, still holding down full-time jobs, and sometimes taking care of our elderly parents. So you can search online and pull up the list of symptoms. And they can be long lists of symptoms of what you might experience in perimenopause or menopause. But what if I told you those symptoms that they are saying that we will have can be signals that something is really off. Something in our body is really off, and I'm not talking hormones. And what if I told you that you can improve all the perimenopause and menopausal symptoms if we look at them as signals just by doing one thing, and that is improving our gut health. Welcome to Pinebrook Homestead. My name is Marie, and this is where we live on purpose through faith and food and frugality. And this has been something that has been presented to me for the past couple years, and I've done a decent amount of diving, but just recently in the past 2 months have I dove deeper. And what I have found is staggering that nobody is telling us. There is emerging evidence that is so powerful between the connection of our hormones and our gut health that I can tell you, if we improve the diversity and the balance of our microbiome, those are those little microbes and organisms that live in our gut lining, that we can actually improve all those menopause symptoms. Now that's your body signaling that something is off. In addition to our gut being the main place to digest and absorb key nutrients, it is also one of the many places where your hormones can be processed and excreted, making the gut one of the most vital things for our health and functionality in perimenopause and menopause. The evidence is staggering that if we fix our gut, we can actually alleviate a lot of the menopausal symptoms. And how do I know? Well, 2 months ago, I found out that I was having problems, and I am currently considered estrogen dominant. What does that mean? Well, I've had all the symptoms that you would expect with perimenopause and menopause. I've had them all. And the problem that I'm having now is that my body is holding on to any and all estrogen. Why? Because going back about 14 years, I had my gallbladder out. And when they took my gallbladder out due to gallstones, it messed up my entire digestion. It really did. So if any of you have had your gallbladder out, you know it is harder to digest fats. Go forward a couple years, and I had appendicitis with an emergency appendectomy. Why? Because my gut was not right. And I didn't correlate all of this until now, until I started working on my gut and alleviating a lot of my signals. The thing is, when you have all of these different issues and you have the Western diet and you have all the antibiotics, our guts are a mess. Our guts are so messed up that there are actually places in the world that women do not have these symptoms, or what I like to call signals. These are all signals that something is not right. And we know it's not right. You feel it's not right. I felt it wasn't right until I had the biggest symptom of all. And that is when I took charge of my health and I am fixing my gut microbiome. Here is what has also happened in fixing my gut. I'm down almost 10 pounds, like that. Are you serious? Yes. All of the energy, the fatigue that I did not have, I now have again. I am working diligently to fix my gut, and I'm going to help you fix yours too. So what are some ways that we can fix our gut microbiome? One of the first things that we need to eat is fiber. But when I say fiber, ladies, I am not talking about breads. I'm not talking about the refined carbs. I'm not talking about any of that. We need to go back to whole foods. And you're looking at leafy greens. You're looking at root vegetables and squashes. You're looking at raspberries, even bananas. You are looking at Jerusalem artichokes, and you are looking at leeks and onions and garlic and all of this, all of the whole foods. And we should be getting about 7 servings of whole fibrous vegetables in a day. And I know that sounds like a lot. In another video I'll be sharing with you, we'll be talking about how to get all this fiber in and then what it can actually do for your gut and actually excreting all of these not necessary hormones. Another thing that we need to do is we need to have protein at every meal. We really do. So the amino acids in the protein, especially tryptophan for chicken and turkey, actually help break down and digest all of these excessive hormones that we don't need. Why would I say in perimenopause or menopause would you have excessive hormones? Well, our environment helps our body to produce and masks different types of estrogen within our body, such as the plastics, such as the fragrances, all the chemicals that we're using on our skin, in our cosmetics. All of these things are wreaking havoc on our microbiome. And I know it can be overwhelming. Absolutely. I was overwhelmed too. But I have found that taking one step each week to do something new for your body to repair it or get rid of is huge. And you will see big signs, and the signals in your body will start to diminish. What else can we do to fix our microbiome? And that is to get enough fermented foods. You know, those old traditional foods, whether it is kimchi or sauerkraut. I am getting ready to show everyone how to make fermented ginger carrots and just all the fermented pickles. Those are so vital and so strong. Like sauerkraut has the highest level of vitamin C that you can get in any food. if it's fermented on your own. The other thing is it has so many good probiotics and prebiotics for you to replace some of the organisms in your gut and help you be a little bit more regular. Another thing that we need to do is we need to eat good fats in our diet. No more low-fat anything that's just giving you nothing but sugar, but eat the low fats. And what does that do for you? Well, it gives you better energy. It helps in the hormone production. It helps in your skin, in your hair, in your joints, inflammation, and brain function. We have to eat good fats. And if you're like me and you do not have a gallbladder or you cannot tolerate digesting fatty foods, let me give you a little tip. Coconut oil, MCT oil. This is huge. MCT oil does not need bile excretions to be digested. Now you only want to start with a tablespoon or 2. Use it in a little salad dressing, put it on your lettuce or your salads or your greens, put it in your tea or your coffee, 1 tablespoon at a time, and that will deliver some phenomenal fat for you without needing the gallbladder. We also need to make sure that we're hydrated. And I have to ask, are you actually getting 1 ounce per half of your body weight in hydration a day? So like right now, I'm in the 160s. I should be coming in at about 80 ounces of water a day. I'm going to tell you, I probably get 50. I need to hype up my hydration. How about you? And coming in a future video, I do have some homemade electrolytes for you so that you can replenish your body and your cells with just ingredients around your kitchen. Another way, we have to reduce our stress. And I know that's easier said than done, but it is so vital and important that we reduce our stress. You know, when you are stressed out, you get that upset stomach, indigestion, nervous belly, all of that, no good. And you're probably gonna ask me, at my age, with having kids at home, or my parents, or my job, or the house, and maybe you even have the gardens and everything's coming at you, how do you reduce your stress? We will be talking about that in another video soon to come. So if you are enjoying today's video, please would you consider subscribing, liking, and commenting? We would love to have you in our amazing community of women, and it really does help this channel grow so this message can reach more women like you. So dainty and fragrant. You know, I do have an announcement for my channel, and this is something that I am extremely passionate about because I want to help women. So I am opening up a membership, and within that membership, we are diving in deep on how to be the CEO of your own health, meaning what questions can you ask at the doctor so that you can get answers? What things can you do at home so you can alleviate some of these signals? We are going to be diving in deep. And so if you are looking for some support, somebody to talk to, a community that can wrap our arms around you and help you through, look for the membership on my page. And again, it is Pinebrook Homestead. Thank you so much. I am so excited for this membership. There will be weekly videos for you that only the members can view. And once we get some members in there, we will be doing a live every week. So you can actually ask me questions and we can all give advice, as well as I will have some amazing information and how to implement all of these new things into your life. I look forward to seeing you there. another thing we have to do is we have to move. We have to keep moving. It is not only good for our muscles and our joints and our metabolism, but it gets your digestion flowing. You know, a lot of women really deal with constipation, and that is part of your gut signaling that it's not good. So if we can keep moving, it's going to help the bowel muscles move, help your digestion move, and the best time to move is after a meal. So even if you can only walk for 10 minutes, let's say you're on your lunch hour and you eat your lunch, go for a 10-minute walk, that will improve your gut health as well. Get that exercise and get out. You don't have to do massive exercise. If you can just go for a 20-minute walk every day, you beat the day before. Thank you again for joining me, and I am so grateful for all of you. If you are looking for more information on diving into our gut health, I am coming up with these series, and we are tackling independently each one with ideas of how to implement this into an already chaotic life. I'm so grateful that you joined me today, and I wish you all the blessings in this upcoming week. More importantly, what is one thing that you are going to do this week that you can either eliminate, change, or add to increase your gut health and get rid of some signals? Thank you so much, everybody. Bye-bye. I cannot wait to see you next week.